Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope all of you are having a terrific Tuesday. So I'm out here walking as usual, trying to get my exercise going. And I was thinking about the movie The Matrix, only because someone had suggested to me that I watch this movie. And it's funny, I've watched it before and that movie completely went over my head. I didn't understand the deeper meaning. I didn't understand the layers, the dialogue, and what the heck was going on with Neo and Morpheus and the Oracle and all these cryptic lines of dialogue that we're supposed to somehow understand. So anyway, someone put it in my head that I need to watch it again, and I haven't watched it, but I will watch it. But essentially, thinking back at some of the dialogue in that movie, I think the main idea is that Neo is the chosen one, right? But he doesn't believe it for himself because first of all, Neo is this software engineer or programmer during the day, and then during the night he's a hacker, giving company secrets to God knows who. And basically he's living this life where he's not happy at all. He's not sleeping, he's lonely, his life is empty, until a voice comes to his head. I think it's through Trinity, where she asks him, what is the question that everyone wants the answer to? And he answers correctly, what is the matrix, right? And I think for most of us, that's the idea that all of us, or the question that a lot of us have is, what is the meaning of this life? Why am I living this empty life that's not what it is that I hoped it would be? And what is the secret to success? A lot of us are looking for that secret to success, right? And so that's what Neo is looking for, is fulfillment in his life. And so he ends up meeting Morpheus, and then they go looking for the Oracle, who's supposed to give him the answer as to who is the one, who is this person who can unlock the secret to the universe, or the secret to the matrix, or kind of unlock this mystery that everybody was looking for. And he meets the Oracle, and of course everything that happens there is so cryptic. He meets the spoon boy, and the spoon boy is like, don't try and bend the spoon, bend yourself, right? Because the truth is, in reality, that the spoon doesn't exist at all, which is like such crazy mumbo jumbo when you listen to this dialogue. But essentially what he's telling Neo is that even though he has this ability to bend the spoon, it's not necessarily the spoon that's bending, it's the belief in his head that this spoon exists and that he can bend it, right? And so I think that's part of what this movie is about, is really understanding that we need to know ourselves, know thyself. So I'm asking you, Hope Hub, today, who are you? Who are you? Who do you believe that you are? Even in the Bible, Jesus says, who do men say that I am, right? And we know the answer to the Jesus question is that he is who he is. I am that I am. And in the same token, all of us who are breathed in by the Lord, we should also understand that we are spirit, we are created in his own image, and we are who he says we are. And I am that I am. You know who you are as well. So everything that proceeds from your mouth in terms of who you say you are becomes your reality. And I know that's something hard to think about, because we come into a world where there's so many things happening in our world, so many circumstances, so many conditions. People have grown up with trauma. People come up in different parts of the world where opportunities are not the same. There's no equal opportunity across the board around the world. But what we do have is this God idea, and this God spirit idea that we are creators, right? We are creators of our own reality. That what we say that we are using the tools that God has given us in terms of His Word, in terms of our thoughts, in terms of our imagination, can create the physical reality that we live in. Can you believe that? Do you believe? And that's why in the Matrix, Neo is the chosen one. He is the one. But he's being told by so many people around him, they recognize that he is the one. And they're telling him, but he truly does not see it or believe it. So even for you today, who are you? Who are you? That's who I'm asking you today. And understand that you are who you say you are. You are the I am. And whatever proceeds from your mouth after that word I am is who you become. So now, is this understanding that the way we think is like that old projector reel? You remember, like when you would go to the movies, or even now I think in Central Park and different places, you can find old movies playing. And they use the old crank projector reel, and these black and white movies open up and you're seeing Gone with the Wind, right? So, sorry, I'm huffing and puffing because I was running. But, okay, so all of a sudden an epic historical drama starts. It's Gone with the Wind. It's this beautiful romance. You see Scarlett O'Hara, you see Red Butler, you see all these characters. In the same way, your mind is that projector reel. And whatever you imagine gets projected into your life, right? It's that reel. And whatever you imagine is being projected into what is the reality in your life. So, for example,